Hey, this is Max. Welcome back to another CSR2 video. I'm here with Cutting Edge Pursuit. I'm going to give you my take on this event. First of all, this is an event where you can win a 21C. This is a Czinger 21C Rattlesnake green carbon fiber version. Woo! Looks really cool in the pictures. Is the best looking version of this car, and based on information already reviewed online, the slowest out of the 3 21Cs that you could acquire in this game. So, in order to win this car, you must first have another 21C, the original flash card. This is the first version of the 21C. It was released as a flash card quite a while ago. So yes, there is a base of players who already have this car fully maxed and will breeze through this event to acquire the Green Snake Carbon Fiber Edition. But not Green Snake, Rattlesnake Green Carbon Fiber Edition. But the best looking car out of the 3, just like many other things in this game, if it looks good, it's probably not as good. And the truth is that out of the 3 21Cs you can acquire in the game, this one will end up fully max being the slowest out of the 3. Doesn't mean it's bad, it's only slower by like a tenth, but still slower. That being said, because you're using this car to win this car, you really are going to be building a 21C to win another 21C, and to yet build that 21C to get to the end if you want to actually complete the event. That is a tough thing to do, even with a model and make that has plentiful fusions. Something like the Czinger, which only has one brand with one car or one model of car in the game, and both prior models being only purple stars, I kind of wonder how many fusions you're sitting on. Now, if you are sitting on a ton of them, congratulations. Or if you already have the original flash car max because you paid, well, then you are sort of deserving of getting this one anyway. But if you're a newer player just thinking to jump into an event, let me caution you that you will be into this event for gold keys to get the Navera, which is yet another brand with limited fusions, but at least it's a gold star. And therefore, if you have 100,000 bronze keys sitting in your account, then it shouldn't be a problem to get it maxed. But 70 gold keys potentially just to get this. It's 10 gold keys a pull, 7 to loyalty. The good news here is the purple star car, much like the Patriarch was available for gold keys, should be for 20 gold keys a pull, 5 to loyalty. That's 100 gold keys. So if you're really unlucky, and most people will be, that's 170 gold keys to get both cars. Then it's likely going to cost you a big old ton of bronze keys, even if you had it, to max out both cars. That's if they allow the C21, I keep calling it C21, 21C to be built on bronze keys at all. We don't know that. Hopefully it is, but it could be a paid crate situation. Now, the Patriarch allowed for bronze keys, so there's hope here that this would be as well. Why is Natural Motion putting out events like this with this structure? Well, mostly because the developer knows that this game is 7 years old, and some of us have played that game or this game for all of those 7 years. And there are people out there sitting on 300, 400,000 bronze keys, 2,000 gold keys, whatever. Now they want those keys spent. They want the players to spend it, because if you don't have the resources, that's the only chance they'll have older players spending money. And these events are designed, structured with these new options to drain those resources. That's fine. I mean, obviously, hoarding resources is fun in any game, but in the end, what's the point of hoarding is so you can spend it on something cool. Now they're giving you that option, so I don't have a problem with that. Where this is a trap is for newer players or even free-to-play mid-level players. Events like this with the same car twice, both being purple star and having high cost of entry with very low access to fusions, this is a trap for your resources that you may not in fact have enough to make it through the event on. These are the kind of events you really have to go in very, very carefully and calculate, are you willing to burn up the resources now with the possibility of hurting your other events down the line just for a card that may or may not be useful to you for quite a while. Generally speaking, on accounts that are less built and yet have less resources, I would say an event like this with a single card brand type situation with hard to get fusions, because they're all purple stars, skip it. Okay, but if you absolutely must have this card, or you absolutely must have at least this one, sure, if you got the gold keys, get the card, slow build it, do what you want to do. Is the card any good? The 21C is a good card. In fact, it is one of the better cards for live racing that I've encountered, but people know it as well, so they tend not to race you if you put it in the lobby. A lot of people tend to avoid it. So there you go. Do you want to get the card? Do you want to spend to build it? If you have a deep wallet, none of this is an issue. Obviously, you can build the card. You can go ahead and max it out and do whatever you want to do. But as pretty as this one is, out of the 3 of this version of cars, getting this card, building it, is probably a costly process and probably not that interesting to do. However, I do have already the VMAX, which means I have been collecting parts, and I do have parts available to, I guess if needed, I could steal it from one car to put in another to build this one, hopefully to get to that one. But then I'm sitting around with 3 of these, with one of them probably partially built, well, 2 of them partially built, and one that's probably going to be way short on parts. But that's kind of the deal with this situation in this game. So what is my final take on this? Again, veteran players, those who pay, no problem. If you're a free-to-play player, get the card if you have the gold keys, but you probably don't want to really shoot for getting through past 45. I mean, if you got enough resources, you can get to race 45. If you're a newer player, I would seriously consider skipping this. But again, if you're already sitting on 100 gold keys, which I don't know of too many newer players that are that patient, between the cards that you can get here, I would go for the Czinger, because the Navarra is easier to build because it's a gold star, but it's not really that outstanding. It's good, don't get me wrong, it's a good live racer, low performance point, high evo, but between the two, personally, I think the 21C would trump the Navarra in a given slower lobby at a given build almost 90% of the time. So there you go. Pick your poison, so to speak. So in any case, if you're going for this, good luck. If you have additional information about any of this that I forgot to mention, feel free to mention it in the comments so everybody can get the best information possible. Again, as pretty as this car is, it's the slowest out of the 3 versions of the 21C that's going to be available in the game. Not by a whole lot, and it is definitely a cool looking car as far as this particular model is concerned. If you like the video, leave a like. If you like my channel and like my takes on these kind of events, subscribe, hit the bell, and you get notified when I put up new videos. And as always, thank you for watching my videos. I'll catch you next time.